My beloved child, I welcome you once again into this sacred space, where your heart may rest in my peace and love. I rejoice in your return today, for I have prepared a message especially for you. In the next 48 hours, I will pour out upon your life a miracle, an unmistakable sign of my mercy and my living presence with you. This moment is not a coincidence. It is my perfect timing. I know the longing of your soul, and I come to meet you right where you are. Open your heart and receive what I have prepared. Trust me as a child trusts the arms of their father. As always, I offer you 3 paths for reflection and prayer, 3 doors, each holding a message crafted uniquely for you. Listen carefully to the quiet voice within you, for it is there that I gently guide you to the door meant for you. And once you choose, I will be there, waiting to whisper into your soul the mystery of my love. Go now to where your spirit is drawn, and there I will meet you. My beloved child, if your heart has been drawn to this message, know that it is not by chance. I, the Lord your God, have called you here to receive my word for you today. In the next 48 hours, I will move in your life with power and tenderness. A miracle of provision is on its way to you, something you have longed for, prayed for, and perhaps even doubted would come. But I, the Lord, do not forget the cry of the poor, nor do I delay when the appointed time has come. Just as I provided manna from heaven for my people in the desert, so shall I now provide for you. I open my hand and satisfy the desires of every living thing. Psalm 145 verse 16. An outpouring is coming, a transformation that will be as visible as the metamorphosis of a butterfly. For you have walked through trials, but now I am lifting you into a new season, a breakthrough born not of your striving, but of my mercy and faithfulness. Do not fear, for no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Even now, I send forth my angels to guard you in all your ways. Psalm 91 verse 11. What I have ordained for you, no man, no circumstance, no force of darkness can prevent. This blessing shall not be stolen, delayed, or blocked, for my favor surrounds you like a shield. Psalm 5 verse 12. In these coming hours, I will astonish you with my goodness. You will see the fruits of your waiting. Doors once shut will open. That which once seemed uncertain will become clear. Like fire from heaven that consumes doubt and reignites hope, my spirit will stir within you again. You will taste the sweetness of my promise fulfilled. I say to you, hold fast. Do not be anxious. Your Father in heaven knows what you need even before you ask him. Matthew 6 verse 8. Delight in me, and I shall give you the desires of your heart. Psalm 37 verse 4. The transformation you are about to witness is not only financial, but foundational. I am rebuilding what was unstable. I am restoring what was lost. Where confusion has reigned, clarity will now enter. What once seemed impossible will become real before your very eyes. This is not merely a gift, it is a sign that I am with you, that I see you, that I have never abandoned you. Trust in me with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge me, and I will make your paths straight. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. Your time has come. The miracle is near. Receive it in faith, and give me glory when it arrives. For what is about to happen is not by chance, but by my hand. And it is marvelous in my sight, and soon it shall be marvelous in yours. My beloved, the miracle that is coming upon you is not the work of mere chance. It is the fruit of your faith, your perseverance, and the prayers you have sown in silence. What you have long carried within, your vision, your hope for greater provision, is now beginning to unfold in the fullness of time. You have believed, even when the road was quiet. You have imagined a life of greater stability, freedom, and generosity. And now I, the Lord your God, am fulfilling what I placed in your heart. You will see abundance blossom where there was once lack. I am the Lord of the harvest, and I declare to you, the threshing floors shall be full of grain, the vat shall overflow with wine and oil. Joel 2 verse 24. I am not merely giving to you what you asked, I am giving more, for I do exceedingly abundantly above all that you ask or imagine. Ephesians 3 verse 20. Some of you will hear news that changes everything, news you've been hoping for, perhaps expecting, perhaps no longer even daring to believe in. You may receive an offer, an open door, or a message that brings clarity and peace. Others among you will find yourselves standing victorious in situations where no such outcome seemed likely. This is not a reward for your perfection, but a gift of my grace. My favor is upon you, and my promises are yes and amen. Even if you are not waiting for anything specific, still I will act. Still I will move. For I do not depend on circumstance, I work beyond it. You are about to see how I make a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. Isaiah 43 verse 19. Where confusion once ruled, peace will now reign. Where scarcity hovered, provision will now overflow. You will shine, not by your own power, but because my light is upon you. You have felt things standing still, as though nothing was shifting. But I say to you, be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46 verse 10. The silence was never absence. It was preparation. Now, in my perfect timing, the waters are moving. The rock that stood firm is about to be struck, and living water will flow forth. You do not need to strive or chase. Remain where you are. My hand is already moved. The blessing is on its way. Courage, my child. Stand firm and do not be afraid. Just as the waves crash upon the shore and reshape the coast, so shall my spirit come upon your life and reorder what seemed unchangeable. This moment is not small. It is sacred. I am giving you not only a provision, but a testimony, a fulfillment of what you once only whispered in the quiet. You asked, I listened, and now you shall receive. Let your heart be filled with gladness, for the next 2 days will not pass without joy. You will taste my goodness. You will see that I am faithful. And when it happens, lift up your voice in praise, for this is the work of the Lord, and it is marvelous in your eyes. My beloved child, nothing will stand in the way of what I have ordained for you. There are times when the path ahead may not make sense to human reasoning. The way things come together may defy logic or seem to move against the laws of this world. But remember, I am the God of miracles. My ways are not your ways, and my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. Isaiah 55 verses 8 to 9. I do not work within the limits of men's expectations. I move according to my will, and when I speak, nothing can prevent it from coming to pass. So rest in this truth. What I have planned for you is already set into motion. You are protected under the shadow of my wings. Psalm 91 verse 4. And I myself go before you. You do not need to strive or chase. This is a moment of divine reception, not pursuit. What you have carried in prayer, I now deliver in grace. Your only task is to remain still and trust. Just as my servant Mary conceived by faith and not by effort, so too shall this promise be born in your life through belief, not through labor. Victory is already written over this situation. You are not being ignored or forgotten. What you are about to receive is not only a blessing but a vindication, proof that I have been with you in the waiting. You will soon see that what once repeated as pain, as disappointment, as weariness, will be broken. A cycle is ending. That weight you've carried from the past will no longer define your future. Behold, I make all things new. Revelation 21 verse 5. In these next 48 hours, I will send a moment, an encounter, a shift so gentle yet undeniable that it will give you the freedom to release what you once held onto too tightly. You will not need to revisit what wounded you, for I am doing something far better, something that will open your heart again to hope. Choose to forgive. Choose to release. Not for others, but for the healing of your own soul. For when you forgive, you make room for my joy. You raise your heart to the place where heaven meets earth. You will no longer repeat what was. Instead, you will live in what is new. And as you rest, remember, balance is holy. You do not need to be endlessly doing, endlessly proving. Even I, your Creator, rested on the seventh day. Allow stillness to become sacred. This miracle is already on its way. It is not waiting on your effort. It is waiting on your openness. Let your spirit be still. Let your heart be expectant. What is written in heaven for you shall be fulfilled. My child, allow yourself to receive it. In the silence of your trust, I am moving. In the calm of your surrender, I am delivering. In the quiet of your peace, I am glorified. This miracle, this divine gift, is yours. And when it arrives, you will know, it is I, the Lord, who has done this. And it is marvelous in your sight. My beloved child, if you have been led to receive this message, know that my Spirit has drawn you here with purpose. In the next 48 hours, I am releasing into your life a miracle wrapped in tenderness, grace, and my steadfast love. This message comes to you as a whisper from heaven, a reminder that I am near, and that I delight in blessing those who trust in me. You are not forgotten. You are not unseen. Even now, I wrap you in the warmth of my love, a spiritual embrace, a holy reassurance. Let this be a sign to your soul. I am pouring out a divine gift into your life, and nothing can hinder what I have appointed for you. The Lord your God is in your midst, a mighty Savior who will rejoice over you with gladness, renew you in his love, and exult over you with joyful song. Zephaniah 3 verse 17. What lies ahead is a promise being fulfilled. You have walked a narrow road, perhaps winding, perhaps uphill, yet you remained on the path. In the coming days, you will see the first fruits of your faithfulness. For I have seen your perseverance, your quiet endurance, your willingness to keep going even when the outcome was unclear. Now, I say to you, the season of reward is come. Let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we shall reap, if we do not give up. Galatians 6 verse 9. Expect provision, yes, financial provision, but more than that, expect holy confirmation that I have been with you every step of the journey. Just as I fed Elijah by the brook and multiplied the oil for the widow of Zarephath, I will not allow you to lack. My God shall supply all your needs according to his riches and glory in Christ Jesus. Philippians 4 verse 19. I am your source. I am your provider. And I am sending into your life an opportunity that will bear the mark of my favor. You are on the road to success, not as the world defines it, but as heaven ordains it. The mountain has been steep, the path uneven, but you have not walked alone. I have gone before you, leveling the heights, filling the valleys, and straightening what was crooked. Isaiah 40 verse 4. You are about to witness the triumph of grace over resistance, of promise over delay. They who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. Isaiah 40 verse 31. Yes, the eagle soars, and so shall you. There is no failure in you when you are in me. Every detour, every trial has been preparation. Now comes the moment of release. Let your soul rejoice, for what is unfolding has been long in the making. I am placing something important into your hands, a role, a door, an invitation that leads not only to provision, but to purpose. Do not measure yourself against others. You are unique. You carry a light meant to shine in places others cannot reach. Do not hide it. Let it rise. And if discouragement still lingers in the corners of your heart, let me cast it out with truth. You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you to go and bear fruit, fruit that will last. John 15 verse 16. Your success is guaranteed not by your might, but by my hand. For I, the Lord, go before you. And I have not brought you this far to abandon you now. So lift up your eyes. Stay the course. Rejoice in what is coming. The breakthrough is near, and with it, a radiant testimony. This is my gift to you, a reflection of my love, and a sign that my covenant with you remains unshaken. My beloved child, you may have encountered moments along your path where things did not go as you had hoped. The road may have twisted unexpectedly. Certain doors may have closed, and some days may have felt like failures. But I tell you this, none of it was wasted. Nothing is lost in my sight. I have seen every effort, every tear, every silent prayer, and I am turning all of it into something good. Romans 8 verse 28. Even when it seemed like things were standing still, I was working in the hidden places. Even when obstacles arose, I was molding strength into your soul. The journey you have walked has not been easy, but it has been sacred. And now, in the next 48 hours, you shall taste the fruit of your faithfulness. This is not a sudden miracle born of randomness. This is the fulfillment of seeds you have planted long ago. Whether in your work, your calling, your creative efforts, or your private sacrifices, I have seen it all. And now I am breathing increase into what you have tended. You shall eat the fruit of the labor of your hands. You shall be blessed, and it shall be well with you. Psalm 128 verse 2. A great financial blessing is being released, but even more deeply, a new foundation is being laid. This is not temporary. This is not fleeting. What I am giving you now is meant to last. Just as Joseph went from prison to palace and was given not only favor but authority, so too shall your faith be honored. Genesis 41. You are building a name, a reputation, a legacy, not for your glory, but for mine. Yet I know the pain you have carried. I have seen the disappointments that pierced your heart, those moments when the world's silence made you question your worth. But I tell you this, child, the Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34 verse 18. You may have grieved losses, setbacks, or moments that seemed unjust. And still, you chose to rise. Still, you kept going. And for that, I am bringing a gift, a breakthrough, a recompense. In the hours ahead, there will be a shift. I will place in your hands something tangible, something real, a sign of my goodness. Give, and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, will be poured into your lap. Luke 6 verse 38. It may come as an opportunity, a promotion, a message, a new door opening, but it will not be small. It will be a reflection of my generosity. And in this moment, do not forget the lesson I have taught you through the waiting. Determination bears fruit, even when it's silent. You did not give up. You honor the gifts I placed in you. And now the time has come for others to see what I have long known about you, that your light was always meant to shine. You are not meant to be overlooked. I have called you to influence, to service, to beauty, to meaning. And as your light grows, stay rooted in me. Remain humble, but do not shrink. Let my spirit speak through your work. For what begins now will not end, it will grow. Yes, I see how weary your soul has become at times, but I also see the quiet courage within you. Hope does not disappoint us, because God's love has been poured into our hearts through the Holy Spirit who has been given to us, Romans 5 verse 5. That same Spirit now brings refreshment. And in the solitude of your inner sanctuary, I have walked with you. Even when no one saw the work you did in secret, I did. And now, child, I will reward you openly. I have tested your heart in the stillness, and now I will bless you in the light. My beloved child, I know the road you've walked. I know how long you've labored in the quiet, far from applause or recognition. Many times, you wondered if your steps even mattered, if what you were building in the hidden places would ever be seen. But I say to you, nothing you have done in faith has been in vain. I see in secret, and I reward in the open, Matthew 6 verse 4. You have walked a path of self-discovery. You have asked difficult questions. You have searched for meaning not in the noise of the world, but in the silence of my presence. And now, in these next 48 hours, you are stepping into the light of clarity, purpose, and favor. I have led you into this desert season, not to leave you barren, but to speak tenderly to your heart, Hosea 2 verse 14. And now, I open a new gateway before you. See, I have placed before you an open door that no one can shut, Revelation 3 verse 8. This is not just about success. It is about destiny. You have discovered something deep within, your uniqueness, your voice, your gift. And that gift, shaped by me, cannot be duplicated. That is why what you carry is so valuable. You are not replaceable, child. You are chosen, set apart, and anointed for such a time as this, Esther 4 verse 14. Your journey has not been easy, and I have seen how harshly you've judged yourself. You felt the sting of disappointment and sometimes carried it too heavily. But I am asking you now to release the burden of self-condemnation. The Lord is compassionate and gracious, slow to anger, abounding in mercy, Psalm 103 verse 8. And so must you be with yourself. Let your soul be wrapped in kindness. Let your inner child be met with gentleness, not judgment. A miracle is being prepared for you. In these next 2 days, there will be a breakthrough in your work, your calling, or your provision. But more than the blessing itself, it will confirm something deeper, that what you have created with authenticity, with perseverance, and with me at the center, is sacred. This is the moment when heaven bears witness to your becoming. You will step through a gate that leads not only to reward, but to renewal. There will be joy. There will be laughter. Pleasures forevermore are at my right hand, Psalm 16 verse 11. Celebrate, child, not just because of what happens, but because of who you've become. And afterward, rest. Take time to breathe. Let your heart soak in the grace I am pouring out. You don't need to earn it. It is already yours. I am calling you to self-care, not as indulgence, but as reverence for the life I've placed in you. Show compassion to your soul and allow yourself to receive. For in your stillness, I will speak again. In your rest, I will refresh you. What comes next is beautiful, and it begins now. I, the Lord your God, am the author of your journey, and I am not finished writing wonders into your story. My beloved child, you have done something extraordinary, even if the world has not fully seen it yet. Heaven has. I have. You've pressed forward when it was hard, built in silence, and grown in wisdom. And now, before you chase the next summit, pause. Look at how far we've come together. Celebrate not out of pride, but out of gratitude. For what I have begun in you is beautiful, and what I will complete is even more so. He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion, Philippians 1 verse 6. Yes, always grow, always reach higher, but never forget to rest in the joy of your progress. Let this success fuel you, not pressure you. Let it remind you of your capability, your faithfulness, and above all, my faithfulness to you. You are not behind. You are not lacking. You are exactly where I need you to be. You are wise, my child. You have insight that does not come from books alone. It comes from me, written into your soul. I will instruct you and teach you the way you should go. I will counsel you with my loving eye on you, Psalm 32 verse 8. Trust in that guidance. You do not need constant validation from others. The voice you seek is already within, my spirit whispering in your heart. The more you listen to me, the more clearly you will walk in freedom. The world may offer rules and roadmaps, but you, child, have been called to walk a higher path, one that is unique, set apart, divinely inspired. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, Romans 12 verse 2. You do not need to imitate when I have made you original. Listen to that still, small voice. It is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is the shepherd's call. So now, breathe deeply. Rest well. Rejoice in what is coming. Your success, your provision, your peace, all of it is real, and it is near. And as you continue forward, do not forget to care for yourself with the same love and compassion I show you. Love your neighbor as yourself, Mark 12, verse 31. But that command includes you, too. You are worthy of gentleness. You are deserving of rest. You are precious in my sight. Go forward now in confidence. You are not walking alone. I walk beside you. I go before you, and my spirit lives within you. What is ahead is greater than what lies behind. Trust in me and soar. For the gates of blessing are open, and the time of fulfillment has come. My beloved child, I have drawn you to this message at just the right time. In the next 48 hours, I am preparing a beautiful encounter for your heart. Something tender, something sacred, something that reflects my own love for you. You have longed for clarity, for affirmation, for something to move gently within your emotional life. And now, I am sending you a sign. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Psalm 37, verse 4. A message is coming, a voice you've hoped to hear. A presence you may have sensed from afar is being drawn near. Whether this is a deepening in an existing relationship, the opening of a new connection, or even an unexpected compliment that affirms your worth, it is all my doing. I am the author of love, and I am writing a new chapter in the story of your heart. You may feel unprepared for this, or even caught off guard, but remember, nothing I do is by accident. I have loved you with an everlasting love. Therefore I have drawn you with loving kindness. Jeremiah 31, verse 3. I know the longings buried deep in your soul. I know the quiet prayers you have whispered, and I know the ache of waiting. But now, something new is blooming. Just as the rose blossoms in its season, so too shall your heart awaken to something gentle and life-giving. Perhaps someone has admired you in silence, holding affection they were not yet ready to reveal. Perhaps someone who once felt distant will now draw near with courage and honesty. Or perhaps you, my child, will receive the words of affirmation your soul has needed, not from strangers, but from someone who sees you the way I see you, as wonderfully made, worthy of attention and beloved. And for those of you already walking in love, know this, I am strengthening the bond between you. What may begin as a small act, a message, a gesture, a conversation, will become a sign of deeper unity. A cord of 3 strands is not easily broken. Ecclesiastes 4, verse 12. When I am at the center of your relationships, they are sanctified. They flourish not merely by affection, but by grace. And for those who are not focused on love, who have placed that hope aside or felt disappointment there, know that this miracle may yet surprise you. Not to distract or derail, but to remind you, you are worthy of love. You are seen, and I, the Lord your God, delight in bringing joy into every area of your life, even those you've stopped expecting me to touch. Whether this comes as a heartfelt confession, a kind message, or a recognition of your dignity and goodness, it is all rooted in my design for communion. It is not good for man to be alone. Genesis 2, verse 18. And so I draw people to one another in my timing, for my purpose, and always for your good. My beloved child, in the next 48 hours, I will bring clarity and confirmation to something that has long stirred within your heart. A message is coming, a word you've longed to hear. Whether in the form of affection, recognition, or opportunity, this will not be random. It will be my response to the work you've done quietly, faithfully, and often without reward. Nothing in all creation is hidden from God's sight. Hebrews 4, verse 13. I have seen it all, and now I answer. Someone is being stirred to speak. For some of you, this is love, pure, holy, and heartfelt. A voice that has remained silent will now find the courage to express what has been hidden. For others, it will come in the form of professional honor. Your efforts seen by the right eyes, perhaps from afar, from across lands and languages, from places you did not expect. But regardless of the shape it takes, know this, it is I who send it. The Lord gives grace and glory. No good thing does he withhold from those who walk uprightly. Psalm 84, verse 11. I am sending this moment not as a reward to be earned, but as a blessing already prepared. You have sown seeds in secret. You have worked with persistence and love. Now the harvest begins. At the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Galatians 6 verse 9. You may receive a message, a letter, a word spoken through digital means, but do not be surprised if it reaches you from unexpected places. I am not bound by borders or systems. My spirit moves freely, and I use all things to fulfill my will. Whether through a familiar voice or a stranger's kindness, you will know it is from me by the peace it brings and the fruit it bears. And now, child, I ask you to rest. Do not strive. Do not chase the miracle I have promised. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46 verse 10. The temptation to interfere, to force things along in your own strength, will only weigh down what I have already set in motion. There is a holy rhythm to my work, and your role now is to remain in peace. Walk through your days naturally. Do what you would normally do. Let the miracle come to you. This stillness is not passivity. It is trust. It is the surrender of the heart that says, Father, I know you are working even when I do not see. You do not need to manipulate outcomes. You do not need to knock on doors I have already opened. In returning and rest you shall be saved. In quietness and in trust shall be your strength. Isaiah 30 verse 15. If you have someone in mind, if there is a relationship or desire close to your heart, now is not the time to reach for it. It is the time to receive. What I bring to you in this hour will not require striving. It will come gently, naturally, and unmistakably. This is a divine appointment. This is grace in motion. This is love revealed. My beloved child, what I have set in motion for you cannot be undone, not by fear, not by delay, not by uncertainty. The miracle I am preparing will come not through striving, but through rest. You are not called to force anything into being, for the door I open no one can shut. Revelation 3 verse 7. Let it unfold in its appointed time, as the flowers bloom when the sun rises, not a moment too soon, not a moment too late. You may feel tempted to act, to initiate, to chase, but I ask you instead to trust. Inspired action, when it comes, will be natural, effortless, guided by my spirit, not your anxiety. If you must do anything in these next hours, let it be this. Walk gently. Take joy in the small things. Seek peace in your routines. In quietness and trust shall be your strength. Isaiah 30 verse 15. You do not need to stir the waters when I have already parted the sea. Find comfort in simple ways. Let the ordinary become sacred. A cup of water, a moment of stillness, the joy of laughter, the arms of someone you love. These are my gifts too. Let them remind you that I am near. Let them teach you that miracles don't always shout. They often arrive in whispers. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Exodus 14 verse 14. And yes, beloved, I am sending you comfort. Twice I tell you this, because I know how deeply you've longed for it. There is healing in affection, in closeness, in love that is freely given. A hug from someone dear may come to you as a sign that I myself am embracing you. Let yourself receive it. You are worthy of gentleness. You are worthy of love. Soon, clarity will arrive. What has been hidden will be revealed. What you've wondered about in silence will begin to take shape. Someone who has held their words back will speak. A truth long hovering at the edge of your awareness will become clear. Do not fear this unveiling. It is not meant to harm, but to bless. Nothing is concealed that will not be disclosed, or hidden that will not be made known. Luke 12 verse 2. And so, in these next 2 days, live freely. Do not monitor every moment, waiting for the miracle to show itself. It will come. It is already on its way. And when it arrives, you will know, because it will carry my peace, my joy, and my unmistakable touch. Go now, child, in peace. Rest in my promises. Stay rooted in your dignity. Let love surprise you. And when the blessing comes, as surely it will, remember to turn your heart toward heaven and say, "This is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes." Psalm 118 verse 23.